Okay, so I'm just editing the video right now, and I realized that a lot of that was kind of hard to hear just because of the fact that, you know, it's in my clubhouse of my apartment with the fan on. Unfortunately, like I wasn't the only person in there, so I kind of had to be a little bit, you know, I kind of had to deal with it. But basically, a cue that I like to use for the scapular plane and just kind of making it a little bit easier to orient your body is to just kind of think about with your arms putting them outward at an angle that you would pour a pitcher of water similarly to. So that wouldn't be like a completely straight elbow, just having that slight bend and then leading upwards with your pinkies. That's going to be providing your shoulders the scapular plane. And I have, like, you guys can kind of see how I'm demonstrating that in the video, but you basically want to have a slight bend that's going to provide a little bit of a better stimulus to fatigue ratio for your shoulders for a couple reasons. One, it tracks a little bit better in line with the fibers of the deltoid because they kind of go, they're a pinnated muscle. They aren't like straight, they have kind of fan out. So going in that angle is going to better stimulate them. But probably more importantly is just it's safer on the joint capsule of the shoulder, just because it's going to be a little bit better aligned with, I guess it won't get in the way of like your acromion process and your clavicles and just all this other stuff that's with your shoulder, because, you know, we want people to perform these exercises without pain. You know, fatigue will be, you know, we don't want to have excessive fatigue in the joints. We want to have that fatigue in the muscle where we want it. And so performing that technique a little bit better is going to be a little bit more helpful and provide a little bit more longevity and probably better. You can probably actually tolerate more volume too, which is a good thing as long as you can recover from it. So that is essentially what the tip is. If you guys have any questions down below, please let me know. But I just wanted to record this because so you guys can like completely hear like what I'm saying. All right, guys. In this video, I wanted to go over a really quick tip on how to improve your lateral raise technique. And this is something that I think a lot of people are unaware of. I was certainly unaware of it until it was kind of brought to my attention. I'm learning more about anatomy and physiology. So one of the biggest mistakes that people make when performing the lateral raise is they'll go straight out with their arms. They'll have any sort of bend. That's basically going to be performing a lateral raise in the frontal plane. And while that is fine, you will still get, you know, lateral delt stimulation and trap stimulation. If you slightly bend your arm, you're actually going to come into what's called the scapular plane, which is going to be at a better angle for your actual fibers of your delts, so you actually contract a little bit better. So instead of lateral raising out straight out like this, with your arm straight, have a slight bend in it. It's kind of like you're pouring pictures of water. You go out like that instead of like straight out. So what it looks like from the side is like this. This is going in the frontal plane, and it still has utility, but established from this scapular plane, you're going to get a little bit more lateral delt activation. Again, just because of the fiber orientation of the deltoids. So this is going to be frontal plane. This is going to be scapular plane. So that looks like with your actually pointing that I'll show you the difference. This is the scapular plane. The kind of under the slight tilt downwards. So that's essentially going to provide a little bit better stimulus to fatigue ratio for your side delts. So that's just a really, really quick tip. A really good cue that I like is think about this, you know, instead of just having your arms straight. Think about it, like I said earlier, kind of like you're pouring a pitcher of water. So you wouldn't have your arm perfectly straight to do that, right? You have a slight bend in your arm. That's basically going to bring that scapular plane into the picture. Hopefully this is helpful. If you guys have any questions, please ask down below. Just a pretty good tip today.